Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to my Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark. I told you I'd get back to it. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a new game, Hordes of the Underdark. Only 3 chapters, so it may not be a very, very long playthrough, although I suspect it's going to be, I want to say, somewhere in the 20 or so episode range. We're going to go ahead and select the character that I ended the last game with. RPG Crawler. There we go. Who is a level 14 wizard, level 1 pale master. Everything already set up. So we begin with a movie.
Waterdeep, one of the greatest cities in all of Faerun. It is home to a multitude of peaceful townfolk from all races and all walks of life. Beneath Waterdeep, however, lies a different realm. This is the deep dungeon known as Undermountain. Built by the mad wizard Halaster. Here, Halaster tests adventurers who trespass therein with the deadliest of traps and the most dangerous of creatures. All but the luckiest meet their deaths in its dark halls.
Halaster is the man, one of my favorite NPCs in Forgotten Realms.
Regardless of this presence beneath them, the people of Waterdeep feel safe enough. For while one may enter Undermountain, it is rare that anything actually comes out. Until now.
Shit.
For there is another realm that exists beneath even Undermountain, a place of shadows and evil known only as the Underdark. It is here that the sinister dark elves known as the Drow rule next to other subterranean horrors unknown to most on the surface world above.
All right.
And it is the Drow who now lead an army of these creatures into the streets of Waterdeep, besieging the city from below in a campaign of blood and terror.
Because sure.
And in their darkest hour, the Lords of Waterdeep have issued a call for a hero. Someone who can face these dark elves and all their brethren in their own land. Someone who can defeat the hordes of the Underdark.
And I was real quiet because I got so much shit for talking through intros in the past. There's a good reason I did in the past. It's a good reason I did. And I'm hoping this doesn't trigger one of those reasons, which is basically the YouTube content
system. I
system.
trust that your preparations are complete.
Very nearly, Dread Mistress. It should only be a matter of...
Do not test my patience, Iblis. Would you have me wait? I, the terror of all the Underdark? The Dark Queen of Shadow?
Of course not, my mistress.
Typical Drow.
Then proceed. I wish to see this being who my agents say can stop my great rise.
Is it going to be me?
I do not believe anyone could stop you now, great Valshan.
So I thought. But my agents have resources beyond the means of mortals. This one will be my undoing, so they say. If I do not act in time.
I already did save
So
one
proceed,
major city.
Wizard. I will wait no further.
I technically saved Neverwinter, and possibly a lot more than just Neverwinter. Damn, that ritual circle there. Going all out here.
Soleno Samatka!
A little bit fancy for a scrying.
What is
Wait,
this?
what is that?
Surfacer?
That's not
The
me.
male, no less. Have your spells become faulty, fool?
That's not what my character looked like.
This is indeed an image of the one who started.
Oh.
This image shows but a threat. It shall be dealt with like the others. You, male, remove this dead fool and summon my red sisters. Now.
Did I pick the wrong character? Or did something just lose in the transition? Because it should be noted, I'm running this on my new system. So I just copied my old...
Service. Whoever you are, and whatever threat you pose, you will not be able to hide. The drow shall strike swiftly and without mercy.
Yeah, I've heard it before. But I did... no, that's not me. It's got a club, and he's got some... Yeah, it is me. What the fuck? Well, the portrait's right. The head's not right. You stand shivering in the chill night air, sweat coursing down your body. You were somehow woken suddenly from your slumber, leaping from your bed to face... What? The memory of your strange dream still rings clearly in your head, along with an inner alarm that tells you all is not right. Suddenly, you notice a drow elf. She appears to be trying to break into the chest with your personal belongings. And yeah, I'm running this on my new system, so I had to copy the character that I had over there over to here, and apparently it didn't do it right. Okay, so where's this drow? There it is. I'm just gonna fireball it. Here. Oh, that was unfortunate. A pretty young woman rushes in a mixture of fear and concern on her face. You vaguely remember her as the daughter of the innkeeper. I didn't know Durnan, because this is the Yawning Portal, I did not know Durnan had a daughter.
Excuse me, is everything... Oh my word!
She finally spots the corpse of the drow thief and covers her mouth in horror. That is the inn under attack? No, I don't think so, my lord. I only entered your room because I heard the commotion from the hall. The drow woman, is she dead? Yes, I killed the thief. I don't think she was just a thief, my lord. She probably took your equipment so you would be defenseless when the drow assassin showed up. That's been the pattern for the other attacks. There have been other attacks? Not here at the inn, but some of Waterdeep's most prominent citizens have been killed in their homes while they sleep. Someone has been sending assassins to kill them off. But how could this thief even have known you were here? You've only just arrived in the city. I shall have to tell Father about this. We take pride in the safety of our guests. The thief must have used magic. That's the only way she could have gotten in here undetected. She must have used some magic to send your equipment back to wherever she came from. Okay, any idea where I can get some replacement gear? Father's gathered weapons, armor, and other equipment here in the inn to help with the defense of Waterdeep. Anyone working to save the city is welcome to any of it. Everything is stored in the armory, just across the hall. Just take whatever you need. Sure thing. I'll go there right away. I know the equipment in the armory isn't suitable for a hero like you, but it's the best we've got. Now please excuse me, I have to go speak with my father. I'll tell him what happened here, but it would be best if you didn't mention it to the other guests. We don't want to start a panic in the inn. Father will take steps to see this doesn't happen again. Alright, I could use some help getting dressed. Her eyes widen, and for a few moments she forgets to blush. I'm sorry, but that wouldn't be appropriate. That'll be all. That'll be all, thank you. Goodbye, my lord. Once you have what you need from the armory, please go downstairs to the main room. My father is waiting there to speak with you. Let's see what the drow had on her. A dagger, unidentified, which is a drow dagger. It's acid plus 1d6, not bad. Relic of the Reaper, what's this? This is from the second expansion, Shadows of Undermountain. Apparently this is a sequel to not only the first Neverwinter Nights original campaign, but also the first expansion. Lesser Ionstone Blue. Use Ionstone Power Blue once per day. Okay. Increases your wisdom by 2 while active. I could sell it. So yeah, let's see what we got here. This is the armory. Gotta go ahead and get dressed. What the hell do they have in here? Oh, nice. Longbow plus 2, which I'm going to take so I can sell. Light crossbow +2, which I'm going to take so I can use. Did I get everything? Yes, I did. I'll equip things. I'll be right back. Alright. Good to go. We're all equipped. Let's go ahead and try and unlock this. Starting a new adventure is always fun. Fire a gate. Is it a gati or is it a gate? I've heard it pronounced different ways. This ancient-looking man appears ready for battle, though his frail body can barely keep itself upright beneath the weight of its armor. I'm so old that I'm of no use to anyone. I'm one of the few who has entered Undermountain and returned to tell the tale. But now they tell me I am too old to help Waterdeep against these foes. Now you could help me by telling me about Undermountain. His eyes brighten a little. You want to hear about Undermountain? Really, I would be honored to help you. They say Undermountain is never the same, always changing, but there's one thing about that foul labyrinth that never changes, its creator, Halaster. May he rest in peace. Still one of my favorite NPCs of all time. Who? Halaster is a wizard of great and terrible power. Centuries ago, he built Undermountain, and he has controlled it ever since. They say he is completely mad. But there is a method to his madness. If you understand how the mage's mind works, it's possible to enter Undermountain and survive, as I have done. I've always been told that Undermountain is unpredictable. Undermountain is forever changing. Its very architecture twists and distorts on Halaster's whim. But the nature of the dungeon always remains the same. Undermountain is designed to confuse and disorient you. Traps and tricks lay in wait around every corner. Never allow yourself to grow complacent. Always expect the unexpected. That's a useful piece of information. Thank you. His face flushes red and his shoulders straighten with pride. That's not the only suggestion I can make. Watch out for mirrors. They almost always hide something. Sometimes something very good, often something very bad. And greed is dangerous. Is a dangerous, often fatal flaw in Undermountain. My greed has served me well so far. Then you are exactly the kind of adventurer Halaster loves to kill. He will start off by teasing you with a small treasure. Then there will be a little danger, but nothing you cannot handle. If you continue, eventually the big trap will be set off. That is where most adventurers die. Of course, surviving the big trap can sometimes mean big rewards. Notice I said sometimes. I noticed. Halaster is unpredictable. Sometimes he rewards courage and bravery, other times your trials will give you nothing. It's as if the wizard is making a mockery of those values. Anything else? Well, that's all I can help you with for now. Maybe I will remember more later. Goodbye, and thanks for the help. His eyes twinkle in a satisfied way. Thank you, lad. It is my duty and my pleasure to assist you, to protect you on your journey. Nice experience points.
A creature.
Although this man looks human, faint traces of elven features reveal mixed heritage. He appears to be meditating, but as you approach, his eyes open and he smiles in greeting. Good morning to you, friend. I am glad to see you up and about this morning. I believe today you and the other heroes shall finally hear what good Durnan has planned for you all. Hopefully he can shed some light on the recent assassinations and denizens of the dark that are appearing to make war in this fair city. Who are you? My name is Cyphus, a monk of the Guarded Mind Order. I have traveled here in hopes of finding new insights into the creatures of the dark who now ravage this city. Very little has been written on the Underdark, and little of what has been written is verifiable. My order is interested in learning the truth of such things. And if what I have heard of others here is true, you are a famed adventurer. Perhaps I shall have to put some thought into documenting your presence in this war. You want to write about me? You have the bearing of one who shapes events in history. You have the bearing of a player character. If that proves to be the case, I will have little choice but to chronicle your participation in events here. Who are your masters? That knowledge is not something members of our order share. Strict rules are in place to keep our order safe. Simply know that I am an observer, nothing more. I wish you luck in whatever lies ahead, but I will not be a part of it. Let me ask you some questions. So long as your questions do not infringe on the strict laws of my order, I shall do my best to answer them. You mentioned assassinations. I have heard that several key citizens of Waterdeep have been found dead, with evidence that drow were involved. How they have entered each house is a mystery, as most were locked and well guarded. Hopefully whatever Durnan has to say will clear things up. And who is Durnan? Durnan's the owner of the Yawning portal. Durnan is the innkeep, and by all accounts, a good man. He has shown his loyalty to Waterdeep through the years, and is well respected by her most prominent citizens. Because the Yawning portal, this inn, has access to the dungeon called Undermountain, Durnan is organizing some sort of expedition. That's really all I can tell you. Durnan is waiting downstairs and should be making his announcement any time. I'm eager to learn what he has to say, that I may add it to my notes. Okay, that's all my questions. Is there anything else you would like? Goodbye. So what else is in here? There's another room. I'll make it downstairs sometime. Success not possible. I don't want to blow that entire plus 10 lock. So I'll just cast knock. I've got some decent things to sell so that I can replenish myself. All right. Oi, look who's here. Okay, comes. Oh, there's the people from Neverwinter. Plus a couple extras. Who's this?
Hello there.
A pretty but quiet elf sips wine carefully from her glass before speaking. With all that is out of balance in this age, let my hospitality welcome and comfort you. Thank you. Times of stress and war do not exempt one from good manners, a lesson I am glad to see you understand. My name is Parley. I'm a druid out of Vassa, and you would be RPG crawler, correct? Yes, that is I. I have heard a few tales about you since I came to this part of the world. I used to dream of having tales told about me. It was another wizard, such as yourself, that convinced me to leave my homeland and enter this civilized world. But I'm sure you have no interest in hearing about my struggles. You must have enough of your own. Sometimes it helps to share your troubles with someone else. That's very kind. It's just such a response that is the source of my problems, though. I was content to live in my forest and tend to nature, solitary yet not lonely, until I met Faragati. He was a half-elf from the city who found me meditating by a small brook. I motioned for him to join me, and he sat at my side, simply staring at me. I kill things that stare at me. That would be strange. Once I had finished my meditations, we spoke at length. He told me how he had left the city to see the unfamiliar wonders of the forest, and he raved about the beauty of my world. After a time, I asked him about the life he had left behind. I thought he would disparage the city as an ugly, filthy place, but he did not. The city, he said, had its own unique beauty. As he left, his words stayed with me. I realized I needed to emerge from my retreat and sample the world and all it had to offer. So I came here, and you know what I have found? You like it? As much as I love nature, I love the bustle of the city as well. Everyone leads a life that is important to him or her as storing nuts is to a squirrel. And so I find myself in a quandary. How do I reconcile my life as a druid to a life in the city? I'm not looking for an answer from you. The answer must come from within me, but thank you for your time. You're welcome, I guess. RPG, it has been a great pleasure talking to you. Please allow me to give you a small gift. May your travels make you wiser and your life rich and full. For the stretch of a day, I gift you the strength of a bull. The balance favor you, okay? I hope I don't burn it just talking to people, but a lot of refugees. We'll talk to Lena. Oh wait, there's Sharwin. This elven woman has a pleased aura about her as she nods to you, her head to you respectfully. You notice a silver amulet around her neck, marking her as a cleric of the elven goddess Sayanine Moonbow.
You are welcome amongst us, dear. I understand everyone here has been awaiting your arrival with great anticipation.
Dale and Red Tiger. The innkeeper has refused to acknowledge the rest of us until RPG Crawler makes an appearance. I, for one, did not journey so far to render aid only to be ignored. There's no need to be unkind, Dalen. This man deserves our respect. He is an adventurer of worth, and the fact that he is here is a boon to our cause. Huh? There ain't no cause that I know about that's going to pay me 100,000 gold like this one will, I agree with Tommy. Gold speaks louder than any cause I've heard of. That's an odd thing for a bard to say, Sharwin. Have you no sense of the epic? I wonder if our friend here would agree with you. Then why don't we ask him? What of it, RPG? What has brought you to Waterdeep in its hour of need? Let's see. I'm always looking for adventure, if the reward is right. The half-orc looks away, sighing with resignation. A mercenary, then. Looks like there will be less money for you, Tommy. Bloody hell. The elven cleric regards you for another moment. I have heard of you, RPG, but I must admit I know little in the way of details. Perhaps we will get a chance to adventure together? I'd like that, sure. Well, perhaps once you speak to Durnan, we shall have that chance. I look forward to it, dear. I should go. Let's talk to Sharwin. Come on.
Good to see you again.
Yes, she recognizes me. Well, wait, is that from earlier, or is that from the fact that we saved the world with a Neverwinter? Can I ask you some questions? Go ahead. Tell me about yourself. So she doesn't. Me? The name is Sharwin, dear man. Worker of arcane magics and teller of tales. Adventurer and traveler, both as well as hero of Neverwinter, if you can hear the tale. Oi me, don't even get her bloody started. Oh well, fine. For those whose attention spans shorter than their height, I'll just leave it there. Needless to say, I'm a bard and pleased to be one. Undermountain has a legend all its own, and I think this is my chance to not only see it firsthand, but to earn a reward while doing so. And what's the reward? 100,000 gold to anyone who can help stop the dread creatures from attacking the city. And lesser amounts for good information, I suppose, but who should shoot for less? I just think not only would you be renowned as saviors of fair Waterdeep, but we'd also have plumbed the very depths of Undermountain and survived. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go talk to Durnan now. Alright, we're all joined together here. Durnan turns towards you as you enter the common room. A stern and solid man, who is rumored to have once been a great warrior, the relief now shown on his face is clearly visible.
Greetings. I am glad that you made it at last. I trust your accommodations were adequate?
Aside from the thief in my room, very much so. Durnan's features harden, a deep anger suddenly evident. Aye, Tamsil told me what happened. I cannot apologize enough. Once I would have been able to ensure the safety of my guests, but no longer. The damnable drow come and go as they please, it seems. These are dark times for our city. The enemies of Waterdeep must have learned you had answered our call for heroes. Given your reputation, it's not surprising that they targeted you. But why would they steal my equipment? Hold on a sec there. A drow thief came in and stole all your equipment? Ha ha! If I'd known you were such an easy mark, I might have nicked your stuff myself. Durnan silences Tommy's laughter with a cold stare. This is no joking matter. The drow don't play games. I'm guessing the theft was only the first step in their mission. The drow likely figured you'd be more vulnerable without your equipment. A drow assassin could probably have shown up a few seconds later to finish you off in your sleep. Fortunately, you woke up and thwarted their plan. Others in Waterdeep haven't been so lucky. There's been several reports of prominent citizens slain in their beds. Waterdeep is under attack. Its people live in fear, and that's why I made the call you all responded to. We're going to do something about it. Okay? And what's the reward if we do? The Lords of Waterdeep have offered 100,000 gold pieces to anyone who can end these attacks. That should be more than enough to gold to tempt any man, RPG. Not all of us are here because of the gold, Durnan. Some of us truly want to help. Please, tell us what must be done. There we go.
Raiding parties of drow and other creatures rarely seen on the surface are
Like this voice acting.
We've determined that these attacks are coming through Undermountain.
But Undermountain has existed for centuries. Why hasn't there been any trouble before?
That's what we need to find out. The labyrinth of Undermountain was created long ago by Halaster, a mage whose power may have rivaled even Elminster himself.
Except who was completely batshit insane. I like him.
Ruled Undermountain like a brutal tyrant. It was his magic that kept the creatures within from pouring out to overrun Waterdeep. Now Halaster has suddenly decided to unleash his creatures on this city, and we need to find out why. I want to know what that mad mage is up to.
Maybe something happened to Halaster. It's possible. Something happened to take Halaster out of the picture, I guess, but I find that hard to believe. He's a wizard of incalculable power. You don't just get rid of someone that powerful. It's odd that Halaster has aligned himself with the Dark Elves. He's never been too fond of them. But the drow are attacking through Undermountain, and that means Halaster must be involved. Would Halaster still even be alive? Undermountain was built hundreds of years ago, but Halaster is an archmage. Time doesn't mean the same to him as it does to us. I'm certain he's alive, and that he's involved in these
It's pretty
attacks.
clear that the answers we seek can't be found here on the surface. The only hope we have of stopping Halaster is to send someone down into Undermountain after him.
Okay. So who all's going on this mission? Anyone willing to risk the dangers of Undermountain is welcome. Waterdeep needs all the help it can get. Whether you all work together or alone is up to you, I suppose. As many of you know, this inn is built around one of the entrances to Undermountain, a magical well that descends thousands of feet down into the very depths of that ever-changing labyrinth. Now, I don't intend to send anyone into Undermountain unprepared. That would be suicide. I'll offer you what advice and equipment I can. In fact, I think it might be a good idea if... Wait, what's that noise, Father? Yeah? It's coming from the well room. Durnan listens intently for a moment, before his eyes go wide with the realization of what's about to happen. Boom! Oh, rest in peace, whoever that was. Yeah. Yeah, let me move. I can't move. Oh my god. Not so much for those people. Ah, fuck. They cast darkness. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna fireball them. Boom. Did I kill anyone? I do not know, nor do I care. Ah, she's got some sort of shield on her. Which means that I've got to breach it somehow, but I don't think I've got anything that can breach it. So I'll just cast Acid Fog over there. Yeah, you guys wanna just to go ahead and attack him? Ah, still no ammo. Oh wait, there's another one. Okay. I don't know what I can do to get through that guy's stuff. Well, I wasted a spell. Okay. Hey, go. Okay, they're all going into the well room.
Come on, let's go.
You're gonna be able to raise people? Yep. Okay, good. So it wasn't a complete loss. And so we come down here. Oh no! Come on. Boom! Oh wait, there's more. Try and take these things out. I did not get a chance to properly prepare. Right. Damn, this is fun. Kill them all. Yeah. Are they done? I need to adjust my spell layout.
Close thing, but I think we've managed to drive them back.
Okay.
I need you four to stay here and guard the well until then.
Oh shit, a beholder. Oh fuck. What, did that thing just straight up kill me? Nope, it knocked me down somehow. And there they go into the Undermountain. And that leaves me up top. Oh. What hit me?
Greetings, adventurer.
Durnan wiped the dust off his clothing brusquely, having just recovered from the effects of the Beholder's array. His expression is a clear mix of helpless frustration and rage.
Blast those four fools! What were they thinking? Rushing headlong into the well like a bunch of impatient children. Don't they realize how dangerous Undermountain is?
What was that thing? An eye tyrant, it's called. A beholder, unleashing more magic out of each of its eyes than any wizard can ever dream up. And those fools have chased it after it into Undermountain. He spits in disgust. They're likely to get themselves killed running off like that. I wanted an organized foray into Undermountain, not this mess. What now, then? I don't want you rushing off in a blind rage like those others, RPG. You have to be smart about this. You'll need to be properly prepared before you go into Undermountain. You're the only one we can turn to now. None of the other adventurers here can measure up to you, not even close. You're Waterdeep's last hope. Sure. And how am I supposed to survive Undermountain? I won't lie to you. It won't be easy. But the key is to go in prepared. Talk to White Thesla. She has some items that will help you out. You'll need all the help you can get. Surely there are others who can help. The four that chased after the beholder will have to survive as best they can. Maybe you can meet up with them later, but I wouldn't be surprised if all that's left of them are smoking corpses. And after the attack on the inn, I don't know if there's anyone who's willing to help you. Well, except for that kobold bard, Deacon. He'll probably go with you if you can stand him. Hey, I like Deacon. I do like Deacon. I do. He's a decent character. For those who don't know, Deacon's from I think the Shadows of Undertide one. The innkeeper gives you a strange look, trying to determine if you're serious. Really? You like him? No accounting for taste, I guess. Maybe he grows on you. Alright. I'll do it. Durnan nods, relieved, though he still looks at you apprehensively. I can't help but think I'm making a deal with the devil here, considering your reputation. Damn right! To rely on you so heavily for Waterdeep's future, he shrugs, sighing. But I have no choice. I can only hope for the best and wish you well. The well here will lead you into Undermountain. Once you've talked to White Thesla and stocked up on equipment, I can help you up and down. I suspect that you'll have many questions first, however. I had a dream before the thief came. Durnan raises a quizzical eyebrow. A dream? What sort of dream? And I tell him about it? He listens as you describe the dream in the Drow matron, intensely interested. When you finish, he scratches his head thoughtfully. Ah, interesting. I've never been one to put much stock in prophetic dreams, but I doubt you would be telling me this if you thought it nothing more than your imagination. No, it's not my imagination, it's a fucking cutscene. I've seen enough to know that having a powerful ally in your corner is something to be grateful for, usually. If someone sent you that dream, it might be a good idea to find out who. You think the dream was sent by an ally? Well, the dream did save your life. You could chalk it up to luck, but it sounds to me like someone, or something, is interested in your well-being. At this point, I wouldn't turn away an ally, even an unknown one. In Undermountain, you'll need all the allies you can get. What are you going to be doing while I'm down there? Keeping my inn safe, naturally. Overseeing the guards watching this well, trying to round up more adventurers in the city, though I have my doubts in that point. Don't worry, however. I won't go too far. I'll be here to bring you back up the well just when you need me to. Okay? I'll be going. You'd be smart to stock up on equipment before you head down there, RPG. There's a couple stores out in the city still up and running. Just tell Greyband that I said it was okay for you to leave the inn. And make sure you speak to White Thesla. Her inventory of healing magic comes in handy in Undermountain. She's even got magic to raise the dead if you need it. Of course, by then it's usually too late. I'll be here if you need me. I've got to make sure we get some more guards set up around this well to prevent another attack. Just speak to me again when you're ready to enter Undermountain, and I'll lower you into the well. Good luck. We're all counting on you now. Alright, first I'm going to run around and pick up the loot. Because why not? Can't just leave it there to rot, you know? There's Deacon, whom I will talk to very shortly. Let's talk to White Thesla first.
A fair evening to
White
you.
Thesta. This elegantly dressed, well-manicured, beautiful woman smiles at you.
Finally meet you in person. My name is White Thesta. I'm a priestess, so if you need healing or any temple supplies, I'm
Really?
here to help.
You went with that for her voice actress. Oh well.
Everyone knows you, at least by reputation. Durnan told me you would be here when he asked me to come and lend my healing services to this mission.
Indeed. I have to tell you that treating your wounds would be a great pleasure. But pleasures must be denied in such trying times. Okay, what kind of god do you follow? I'm a priestess of Soon, goddess of beauty. Our goddess's first desire is to find beauty and make it hers. I, as her follower, must do the same. But I suppose that's not why I'm here. Durnan called upon my temple for help, so I came. He seems to think I might have items that could aid you in your quest. Yeah, you said you had something for me. Yes, of course. Let's get right to business. I have a gift here for you, something to help you on your quest. It's a Rod of Resurrection. An item of such power it can actually raise the dead. Based on all the... In fact, that's all it can do. That's why they call it a Rod of Resurrection, and not a Rod of Fire or whatever. Based on all the rumors about Undermountain, you're going to need it. Those 4 eager souls who charged on ahead likely have need of its power, so don't be afraid to use it on them if you stumble across their bodies. The rod has several charges. Okay, if they're stupid enough to rush off, then they got what they deserved. Really? You might want to reconsider that attitude. Undermountain is a dangerous place, and few are brave enough to venture into its depths. If you find the remains of one of those brave adventurers and restore them to life, they might be willing to help you in your quest. I doubt you'll find many others who will accompany you into Undermountain. Do you have anything else I can use? Now let me show you the rest of my items. Normally I'd ask a large donation for each item, but since you're trying to save the city, I only need enough to cover their base cost. Alright, let me take a look then. Aha, bolts. Do I got enough? Yeah, I got enough. Okay, while going through my inventory, I found this worn book. A large tome that has a rather interesting title, Shadows of Undermountain, written by one Deacon Scalesinger. Inside its pages is the full account of an adventure from earlier in your career. Your first adventure, in fact. The facts seem a bit exaggerated, according to your memory, but that apparently didn't stop the book from becoming a great hit amongst the nobility in several major cities throughout Faerun. For a time, you had the unique experience of becoming a household name. People who didn't know you would shout out to you happily as you passed, or treat you like a trusted friend. The fame eventually died down somewhat, which is a relief at the time, but you have held onto a copy of the book as a souvenir. As for the author, a kobold bard by the name of Deacon, you haven't met him since those early days. Part of you has to wonder if you aren't owed some royalties. Indeed. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back up into Waterdeep and check out the stores and pretty much just cut back to anything interesting. Okay. So there's somebody in there. I just had to knock on the door. The maid shop. Yes.
How goes your adventures?
Okay. An elegantly dressed mage is busily reading from an ancient crumbling text, but he smiles at you as you approach.
The moment I heard your name, I thought to myself, oh, this is simply too good to be true.
Indeed. Of course, my shop is actually closed right now, but a visit from such a famous adventurer is far too good an opportunity to miss. Maybe I'll write you into one of my plays. You write plays? How wonderful. What is your name? Maybe I have heard of you. A connoisseur of the arts. Oh, a true hero after my own heart. Well, let me tell you, I have not yet published anything of the creative bent, although I have started many a wonderful project. It just seems I have never have enough time, what with all the work I do at the University of Waterdeep. Oh, well, keep trying. Perhaps someday you'll be famous. Oh, well, I'm famous about magical theory circles, or at least I was famous until those cretins burned the building down. I heard something about that. What happened exactly? We were in the first places to be attacked by the Drow and the Duergar. They were savage, brutish monsters. They put the entire school of magic at the university to the torch. It was simply awful. They almost killed me, you know. How did you escape? Well, I was not actually there at the time, but they did kill a number of my friends. You can imagine how terrible that was for me to go back and see all the devastation. Several of my students died in the laboratory where I taught, and we found their bodies dead and mangled around the corpse of a young cockatrice they had helped hatch only weeks before. I know it probably sounds strange to you, but the way they protected that creature, well, no mother could have possibly done more, and now they're dead. I'm sorry for your loss. I have barely been able to sleep since. That was why I created the magical telescope, in the hopes it would help me come to grips with the attack on the university. Feel free to use the telescope whenever you wish to observe the details of the brutal attack. It might help to strengthen your resolve against our enemy. But I'm sure you have more important things ahead of you, too. Perhaps I might have something you might find useful? I have all sorts of magical items at my disposal, and a share of all the profits go to assist in the rebuilding of the university. Okay, what's he got? Oh, damn it. The Ring of Clear Thought is 2,000 more than I have. Well, the Ring of Resistance would be a large amount of that. And then maybe the Belt of Agility would be the rest. Yeah, we'll do that. And I see no magical bags or anything, so I'm gonna leave this place. But first, let's try looking at this. A quiet voice whispers, "Psst, hey you, give me a gold piece." It seems to be coming from the pedestal itself. I wouldn't listen to him if I were you. Why not? I'm just experimenting with something. You just should ignore the pedestal. Ignore him. I've got something special to show you. I'll put a gold piece on the pedestal. The gold piece flies up from the pedestal and catches you in the side of the head, leaving a nasty welt. I told you so. I'm studying a bit of the dirt from one of the streets here in Waterdeep that is cursed, and the pedestal has a wicked sense of humor. Has a sense of humor? Too many magical experiments using the same pedestal caused it to somehow gain a mind of its own. It's a very crude and annoying mind, but what can you do? It's all part of the curse. Tell me about the curse. Many years ago, one of the lords of Waterdeep turned evil and betrayed his fellow lords. He killed 3 of them before his true colors were revealed. At that time, there was a head lord, a very powerful mage. The 2 of them had a spectacular mage duel that raged right across the breadth of old Waterdeep. In the end, the good lord won, and he cursed the ground where the evil lord fell, saying that none should put a stone to commemorate the evil mage. Go on. Anyone who places non-living materials larger than a tiny pebble upon the dirt finds the object flung back up at its head. I'm experimenting with this dirt to see if it could somehow be mixed with the metal to create magical armor. Unfortunately, the dirt seems to keep the metal from becoming affected, and the whole process simply doesn't work. Becoming attached. That's because you're a lousy mage. One of these days I'm going to get rid of that pedestal. Ah well, I'd better get back to work. Goodbye, and watch out for that pedestal. Indeed. So it pinged me in the head for a gold, or for a point of damage. And then the telescope. Look into the telescope. Oh shit, this is when the attack happened. Damn, they're getting cut down left and right. Not really, they're like barely dying at all. What the hell is going on here? Is anybody gonna go down? Yep, somebody died. There's another one. So they all got slaughtered. Those are some interesting spells. And then they blew their way into the gates. Oh, it's just a knock spell. There's a random teleport circle there. And into the building. What are those supposed to be? Death. Oh, those are supposed to be creatures from below. And they were already in? That's interesting. Sobri watches your expression as you look up from viewing the battle. It was horrific. And the powerful items they stole, I shudder at the thought of our enemies wielding such power. I fear that with such deadly attack on the city, we shall find ourselves undermined and easy prey for the creatures of the Underdark. What kind of items did they steal? Everything magical that the mages of the university had made or were studying. Most likely there were even a few powerful artifacts, although I'm not sure what they would be. If you recover any, I am sure the school would love to have them back. Waterdeep is stronger than that. The strikes against our fair city have been fast and deadly. They are obviously well planned and executed with discipline. I assure you, should they continue, the war not be taken to them, Waterdeep will fail. Okay, can you tell me more about this attack? We were one of the first places to be affected by the Drow and the Duergar. They were savage, brutish monsters. Yeah, I've already gone through this, yeah. Guess you were lucky then. Okay, sorry for your loss, Sarah. Okay. Alright, I'm going to head on out and just continue to explore the upstairs, and I think Actually, I think I'm almost done here. And yep, that is it. There is an armory out there, but I didn't really need anything, being a wizard. So one more thing before we head out, and I'm going to go talk to Deacon. Furiously writing away in his small tome, the small kobold is not aware of your approach. When he glances up and notices you, he smiles broadly.
You comes to big human city. Somehow Deacon just knew you would come.
Deacon, I haven't seen you for ages. Yes, it has been a long time, boss. Deacon be real busy for a long time traveling and writing book. Deacon be famous bard now. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. The kobold gives you a big, toothy grin. Deacon happy, too. Deacon travels a lot, just like he says he would. Deacon still not believes his eyes that human cities be so big. Deacon finishes his great epic story about boss, too, just like Deacon say he would. Did you seize it? Did you seize it? It was better than this book I read about the plague in Neverwinter. It's about my first adventure. What's not to like? You likes it? Deacon's so happy. Good news be that Deacon work on new book now. See, Deacon not got a little title for it yet, however. I'm sure it will be suitably epic. Maybe, that's why Deacon come to Waterdeep. There'd be call for heroes, and Deacon want to be hero just like Boss was. It'd make for good book, Deacon thinking. Okay, what do you know about the situation? Deacon know lots. Deacon is bard after all, and Undermountain be great legend. You know things about Undermountain? Deacon not know things about Undermountain. Deacon know plenty of things. Deacon know not only know things about Undermountain, Deacon know plenty of things about Drow and Underdark too. Old Master Timoferar used to speak about it all the time. Deacon knows, for instance, that Undermountain was made by a human named Halaster way back before City was here. Was just little dungeon back then, maybe, but humans get so carried away. Deacon knows lots about Undermountain inside, too. Before Deacon come to City, Deacon collect tales of adventurers who go inside and come out. That's pretty smart. Deacon just try to be helpful. Otherwise, some hero only take Deacon along to carry stuff, maybe, and Deacon still got bad back. So you came here expecting to go to Undermountain by yourself? The kobold shakes his head, grinning. Deacon not so silly. Deacon not going Undermountain by himself. No, Deacon just get killed that way. Deacon great kobold hero, but still just little kobold. Deacon come and hope that he can find other adventurers, and they take Deacon with them. But hear the kobold sigh sadly. Nobody wants to take little kobold along. How about we join forces? Deacon claps his hands together excitedly. Yay! Deacon think you never ask, boss. We make great team, you and Deacon. Just waits and see. All right. And, yeah. And on that note, I'm actually going to call it here. This has been the RPG Crawler with my Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark. On to a new adventure. We're going to go ahead and continue in the next episode. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you've got feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye.